So I'm gonna do a date night face thing because I'm going on a date with my hubs tonight. Totally forgot about it until they reminded me, so quickly showered and curled my hair. But I do have a little one in the other room watching a movie, so she'll probably come in and check in on us. But okay, so, and also I am going to be trying, I have a little sample of Dewy foundation. I haven't tried it. This is just a guess for what my color is. I'm still getting familiar with the color. The really cool thing with their foundations is that they have advanced anti-aging options, as well as I believe they just have regular ones as well. But why wouldn't you want anti-aging in your makeup already when you want to put anti-aging stuff on your face anyway? But okay, so I'm still going to put my moisturizer on. Again, this is just the daytime moisturizer. And I'm really bad. I always use my hands for foundations, which if you're using other brands, it will give you some texture on your face, and the whole point of makeup is to not have texture on your face. That's why a lot of people use brushes. But I'm not going to today because, well, one, this is my first time and I always use my hands, especially with the tinted moisturizer, so I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna, I guess, just dab it on there. Comes in a little, like, dingy. Just kind of, I don't know. We'll figure it out together. I'm just gonna rub this in. I feel like I need a lot more than that. It goes on very smooth though. It's kind of hard to get off on this little tube thingy. I look crazy. I'm gonna do my forehead now. But I hope you guys all had really good holidays. I know that my holiday was really fun. I was able to go out of town, visit my sister in Idaho, which I haven't actually seen or been to her place in Idaho since Charlotte was born, and Charlotte's now 2. So that was really fun to be able to go and do that. That's really pretty. I'm actually going to, I've heard of people mixing their pearlizer with their foundation, so I'm going to just try that real quick. Just put a little bit more on, because I'm totally fine with doing a covered look, because I am going to be going out tonight. So usually for date nights I do a little bit more than what I do for every day, especially depending on what the date night is. So this has the pearlizer in it. You can kind of see a little shine on it, which really just makes your skin glow and look really nice. Well, I actually really like I like that foundation. It goes on pretty good. I don't know if you guys can really tell a difference in the camera, but here looking at my mirror for using just my fingers, it looks really good and smooth. So that's really nice, because sometimes, especially when I use like MAC and I'm being lazy and I don't use my brush, it just like grabs onto every pore, or at least it feels like that. But okay, so now I'm just gonna let that sit. And while that's sitting, I am going to do use Candlelight, which is the shadow sense. Oh, here comes my little one. And I'm just going to, yes, sweetie? You want water? Okay. 1 second, guys. Okay, here you go. Go watch your show. She needed water. But okay, so I'm going to be using Candlelight just to go around my face where I see little dark marks that I might want to just cover just a little bit more. Everyone's got them, right? So just like a tidbit more. Just a little bit more coverage. And I really don't need to use that much at all. Then I just use my finger and blend that into my foundation. And this is the really cool thing, is that I use Candlelight as concealer, as my eyeshadow base. I used to use MAC Painterly Paint Pot, which a lot of people use the Painterly Paint Pot as their base for their eyeshadow, which is just like a cream MAC like eyeshadow, and you just put it all over your eye. Especially like when you do like smoky eyes, you use like a brown one. I don't remember the name of it, but so that's really nice, and you can use Mocha Java for that as well. So this one, because of what I'm wearing, I'm not going to be doing like crazy dark eyes. So I'm just going to do my highlight underneath my eye and go ahead, since I have it out, I'm just going to do my whole eye so that I even out the color that's on my eyelid, just to give me like a good place to start. And again, we're going in that triangle shape, because if you just go immediately underneath your eye, you highlight that big, or not that big, that under eye area, and you make it look bigger. So you want to go in a little triangle shape. Okay. And then I'm going to, yes, on my eye. And it may look like I'm putting a lot on just because it's a lighter color than my eyelid, but I'm really not. I'm barely touching my skin. So it's nice because you don't use as much product, and especially if you use powders, like you put it on and it goes all over your face, not just in the one area. So it's nice to have more control over where my makeup goes. Okay, so now I'm going to jump to my contouring and my blush, which I always use Mocha Java for my contour, and I use just a fluffy brush. I am going to do more of a dramatic contour because it is date night. I don't think my husband cares, but I care. But I'm not going to do like a sharp contour. I'm just going to do a deeper look, but it's going to be very softly blended in. It's not going to be very sharp. But I'm just going to blend that in. So you can see it's a little bit sharper on this side now that I've added that in. And then I always go up and down over here. I don't know why, but I do. I don't know if it does anything really. And then I'm going to do this side. And again, this is just straight back, right underneath your cheekbone. Oops. You're not going on top of your cheek. That's where you put your blush. And now I'm just going to make sure that my contour is even and just as dark on the other side as it is on the one. And it's nice that this is buildable, so I can put a few dots, blend it in, and then go back and do a few more, which is nice. Which I did use MAC for some time, and it was just like a powder. I didn't even use like their heavy contouring stuff. I just used this regular like foundation kind of powder to try and build on it, and it was always like, it took so much to build. It was ridiculous. So that's nice that I can just put this on and it's going to stay on. And I'm not saying they're rubbing my face forever, trying to get it to stay on. And again, I do this part of my forehead to make it look like the sun kissed my forehead pretty much. And I avoid the middle of my forehead just so that it gives me that nice little contour up there. People will draw in that contour. I don't think you really need it, especially if you're using the pearlizer. You can see it gives me that glowy look. And so now I'm going to do blush, which I always use mulberry. There's another one that I want to use. I just haven't gotten it yet. I don't remember what it's called. But once I get it, I will for sure do a look with it. Because I do like changing up my blushes, especially going from really pinks to really brown blushes. It's nice to have a natural look or a real like matte look with those features in it without having to be so pink. And again, when you do blush, you bring it up the side of your face, because that's how we naturally blush, is we blush in the apples of our cheeks and up. Okay, so you can see, you can tell where my blush is and where my contour is, and that highlight that I put underneath my eye still is in that shape because I don't want to take my blush into my eye. I want to go just around my eye. And if you do go into your eye, just take your highlighter back in there and do that triangle again underneath your eye. Okay, now I'm going to, what do I want to do? I'm going to do my eyebrows. And I use Mocha Java for that. And how I use this is I just barely put it on my eyebrow hair. So I was telling you girls the other day when I was just doing like a day look, I usually don't put on my eyebrows for just like a day look. I just kind of leave them, and that's just the way it is. For a date night, I do go a little bit darker, and I'm just touching my eyebrow hair. I'm not touching my skin, because if I touch my skin, a lot comes off and then my eyebrows are too dark. So I just wanted to grab my hair, kind of like Benefit Brow has a gel that they put. It's just a gel that this, like the little brush end goes into, and you brush it on your eyebrow. That's kind of what this is. So it's going to give me a defined eyebrow without looking so sharp and harsh, but I'll also be able to have eyebrows. And so that's nice. And I do just kind of blend it in, keep going back and adding in more if I like miss the spot, or if I want a little bit more of a defined eyebrow in that area, I just go back over with my eyeshadow. Oh. And what's nice is you can blend this out. Okay, so in the front. Okay. And what's nice is a lot of brow stuff doesn't stay on long. It always, oh, that's exciting. It always comes off. Good thing I have that minute window, because that would be awful to have a big old line on my face. That's funny. Okay. So you really want to blend out this front part of your eyebrow because you don't want it to look really sharp. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You want it to look really blended out. And be careful with this little brush, because if you push too hard on your skin will start to get red, and then it's kind of hard to see like what's actually brown. And that happens with anything that you put on your eyebrow. Just because your eyebrows have softer, not really softer skin, but they'll start showing redder and it's hard to see where your brown is. Yes, sweetie? Okay, so I'm now going to, because of what I'm wearing, I am going to use the smoked topaz because it's a little green. Yes, sweetheart? No, you have to eat the orange that's in your baggie, sweetie. What? I think she's just trying to distract me. But anyway, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to put the smoked topaz right in the crease of my eye because I want to give it just like a little bit of green. You want to see? Okay. Oh, over there? What? Okay. Right there? Okay. So I'm just going to take this on my tapered blending brush because it gives me more control of putting it in that corner. And this is a very light touch because it's a very dark color. I want to be able to blend that in. You need help, sweetie? Okay. And the other nice thing is since this is a cream to powder, you're able to not have eyeshadow all over the rest of your eye, which usually when you use darker colors it ends up falling underneath your eye. So you see all these girls with these crazy trays underneath their eyes. That's what they're doing. They're catching all this stuff that will fall down. Well, I'm just going to, now that that's finally in there, just going to go in circular little motions and really try and blend it out as much as I can.
Mom?
Yes, sweetie. Want to hold something? Here, hold this. Okay, so that's what I'm going to leave with. It's just a dark crease. I am going to kind of push up into my brow, or my eye bone, I guess. I don't know what that's called. Just to kind of give it a little bit more up there. A little bit more, because my eyes, when they're open, you don't really see much of that crease color. So I want to bring it up. Okay. And this is also the color that I'm going to be blending into my lower line. So now I'm going to go and do the other. So again, just a little bit. It is a dark color, so we want to make sure that we are able to put it where we want it, which that's why I use this little brush, because I can really direct it into there. And I am bringing it onto my eyelid, just in this corner. You guys feel free to comment or anything if you guys want to ask any questions, even if they're about other products or colors that you've seen. Go ahead and ask me. This is the perfect time to ask because I'm here and I can actually answer you in live time. Yeah, you can play with that one, sweetie. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit more. Even if like you haven't used lipsense yet, feel free to ask me any questions. Okay, so I say that they're about even. It's always hard to get it perfectly even. Okay, so that's why I'm going to. And I used to really never actually wear eyeshadow, even for date nights, because I hated getting like my makeup all messy just by putting on eyeshadow. And so I would just kind of just do the Paint Really Paint pot, which I told you guys about, and then just call it good. Okay, so now I'm going to take my little tapered that's not tapered, but my little like fluffy blending brush for my eyeshadow. And I am going to put a little bit of mulberry just in my corner over here before I put, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do Mocha Java Silver. I haven't, shimmer. I haven't tried it yet, so I wanted to try it. So this, you okay? So this I am going to put on my little brush and just do it right there on that corner. Yeah, if you guys remember, I did use Mocha Java, not the Mocha Java Shimmer, but the Mocha Java for my contouring. And I can also use that for my eyeshadow as well. Oh, that's pretty. So I'm actually going to, because I really like it, I'm actually going to do just like a really thin coverage over it, just to kind of give it a little bit of brown all over my eye. Hey girlfriend, I'm watching you.
Mom.
What, sweetie?
Mom.
So just kind of give it a little bit more depth, a little bit more color, especially with the colors that I'm wearing. There's some brown in it, so that'd be nice to tie that in. Okay, and now I'm going to take the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, and I really like this for the inside of my eye. Yeah, sweetie?
Me have my leg.
What? Oh, you're going to do that on your leg?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That looks so cool. And I always do this.
Mom, play that.
Yeah, you can play with that. With my finger, I don't know why. I could be doing this with a brush, but I don't really ever do. I just like doing it with my finger. Just kind of make sure it's both even. I don't cover my whole eyelid. I just do this in the front for this look. And you could even, if you wanted a little bit more of an extreme look, you could do it like a big chunk of it down in here and blend it out. Probably would want to use a brush for this though. But ew, that does not sound good. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there, and you can kind of see a little bit of shimmer. There we go. Just to make it a little bit more even.
Mom.
Yeah, sweetheart. There we go. And like I said, you have about a minute to work with this. And you can use this on your lash line or waterline. So that's really nice. Okay. And then, let's see, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to do Mocha Java Shimmer underneath my eye instead of mulberry. I was thinking I was going to use mulberry, but I don't think I'm going to. I was going to because there's pink on my dress. But I'm not. I'm really liking the color of the shimmer. So I'm just going to get this on my short shader brush. Uh-oh. It's okay, I'll get it. Yeah, you want to get it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get it. Now I'm not just doing this directly underneath my lashes. I'm getting this a little bit on my under eyelid. Yeah, we'll get it, sweetie. Thank goodness everyone that's on here is a mom. So you guys all get it, right? Okay. So it just gives you a little bit of a smokier look, adding that darker shadow underneath your eye. gonna call that good.
Mommy.
What, sweetie? Oh, yeah, I'll get it. I'm actually probably going to put a little bit more. Oh, yeah, I'll get it. Here you go. Okay, hold on to it. Don't drop it. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more of that because you guys can see it's a little bit. No, mommy's gonna hold this. Mommy needs this one more time. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this because I really like the shine to it. It's always better to start off lighter and then be able to add color in because you can't really take it off even with powder. It's harder to get powder off if you put it on too dark. So I'm just gonna blend it and bring it up to my top and my bottom so it's not just such a disconnect. I really like that. Okay, so a little bit darker. And then I'm going to, what am I going to do? Let me think. I think I'm going to clean up my eyebrow, my eye stuff, and just make sure that I keep it on my eye. So instead of, you know, some people tape it, I just do a soft little blend of candlelight right there, which it does the job. And so it's not so harsh. That's why I like doing that. Because with the tape, it's like crazy. So I don't like doing that. I like using just concealer of some form. Okay, so now I'm going to, I'm not going to highlight underneath my brow because of how dark my eyelids are. I'm going to just leave them there because they already look like they're pretty highlighted. If I wanted to, well, I'll just show you, is I could take Sandstone Shimmer. Hey, you. Mommy's looking at that.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit. And then I will use my finger because since it's such a light color, I can blend it out just enough. But it just adds that little extra definition underneath your brow. And, okay, what am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to do my eyeliner. So we're going to see how this goes. I use Onyx eyeshadow. I used to use Maybelline. It was like from the drugstore, but it was really nice. It was like a, I wouldn't say a liquid. Don't push that, Sydney. Not a liquid eyeliner. It was like in a little cup, and I'd scoop it on my little brush and then use it. But I always use my angle brush for my eyeliner because it's so easy to use. Just to like put it right there and then scoop it off. Especially if I'm doing cat eye, it's so easy because you just use the angle and put it right there. I'm still not perfect on my angles. Sometimes I put it on and I'm like, I have two totally different eyes. But this has helped amazingly, especially because I can get that sharp little thin point at the end. So I just take this, put it onto my brush. And the nice thing too is that this, even if you have like oily eyelids or whatever, like this will not come off. That's one of the reasons why I like the Maybelline one, but then the Maybelline one, it was like, it would ruin my brush. So I didn't like it. So this is nice because it's the cream to powder formula as well, but since I'm putting it in such a fine area and on this brush, it's it stays on and it's very pigmented. Okay, stop it. So I'm going to just get this going. And then what I do is I take the bottom side and I put it at the base of my eye. And I kind of keep my eye open a little bit for this. Hey monkey, you're gonna knock it off, or knock it over, okay? Do you wanna see? Watch mommy. Okay, so now I'm gonna just take this and I'm going to hold it and push it down. There you go. Ooh. Do you wanna see? There you go. So you guys can see I basically just made a really nice line right there. Now I'm gonna push. So there you guys go. See how like nice and clean that is? And for other nights, you can make it really, you make it a little bit longer by just pushing. You can make it really thick. And all you do is get some more on your brush. It makes it really nice and easy for getting in there. Without like having huge pencils right by your eye. Makes it really easy and not easy to control. Okay, and I am going to put a little bit underneath my eye just to connect that. Okay. There you go. Oh, your eyes? So now I'm just going to do that on the other side and hope that they're even. So see how easy that is to make that mark? I'm sure you guys have seen all those funny videos where there's people trying to do their eyeliner and they're getting it everywhere and they're getting all upset. Yeah, this saves you a lot. And I'm just like patting this on. I'm not really rubbing it into my eye, which is nice. Okay, and so now you guys can see, I'm gonna make this one a little bit thicker.
Mom.
There we go. And I swear the facial expressions help, right? Okay, so there you guys go. You can see, oh, I need a little bit more on this side. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. The nice thing is, since it is cream to powder, it's really nice because my other stuff would like stick to my brush and I said like it ruined it. And this, like after a while, after it dries out, it's back to good. Like I don't have to wash it all the time or anything because I'm only using black. I rarely ever use any other kind of eyeliner color. And so it's nice that I can just take better care of my brushes with this stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to apply lipsense. I forgot my mascara in my bathroom, so instead of running out on you guys, I'm just going to apply my lipsense, which I'm going to be doing a blend of colors. Usually before I wear anything, I like try them on my arm and come up with like different blends that I like. So this one I'm going to be using, I'm going to use Icicle, then Hazelnut, and then maybe Bombshell, depending on how dark hazelnut is. I haven't actually used hazelnut yet, so I'm excited. Plus, it's kind of like a brown pinky color, which is like kind of what I'm wearing. So that's perfect. I'm wearing lots of taupe. So the nice thing about Icicle is that it's a clear color, but it also helps like if you have major lines in your lips or something, like it's really nice because it fills those in. One thing that I've been using is I've been using the lip volumizer. And so you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, my lips are really white if I don't wear anything. But you can see my lips are nice and smooth. It's really nice. And so that's really nice. But anyway, so I'm going to do this. I might do 2 because it's very thin.
Mom.
Yeah?
Me.
Okay. So I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm going to do hazelnut.
Mommy, eyes.
Oh, your eyes? I'm also going to shake this.
My
Ooh,
eye
one
button.
tip. Do not do this. Like, do not hit it on your hand. The little ball on it will shoot out. And so that will ruin your lip sense. So just shake it. Okay.
Mommy, eyes.
Oh, your eyes? Oh, that's a really pretty color.
Mama, eye button.
Oh.
Look.
Okay. Looks even. So I always use the tip of my little brush to help, like, give me a good line. And I used to have to use that a lot, but since using the lip volumizer, I rarely have to draw on my lips. I just usually line it where it is. It looks like I have a big glob right there, but I don't.
Mom.
So now I'm going to go in, and I'm going to go in with Bombshell, because I feel like if I did another hazelnut, it would be too dark for my outfit.
No.
No, you don't think so?
Mom.
Wait 1 second.
Mom.
I
Mommy,
just kind
eyes.
of going to get some shimmer and some nice little pinkness to it. Ready. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to let that dry. And I am going to put, I can't even talk. Doesn't want me to look silly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to do gloss. This is one of my older ones. It's been through the ringer from me not waiting.
Mom.
So if you wait long enough, I think this is like my first glossy gloss. And so you can see it's like basically empty, but if you don't wait long enough, it will come off on your brush. You can get it off with Ips remover, but it doesn't come off again. Like if you're putting it on top of a new color, that color on the stick doesn't get off on your lips. So it's just stuck on your brush unless you take it off. But be careful not to rub too hard on it because it will take off the little like softness to it.
Mommy.
So I don't know why I'm waiting. But so I'm just going to put on Pearl Gloss. Are you copying mommy? So I'm going to put Pearl Gloss on top of it just to kind of give it a little bit more softness. And I always put glossy gloss on top before I do any other kind of gloss because it seals in that color and your lips feel amazing because it's the most hydrating. After that, it's all the shimmers and the like bougainvillea gloss and stuff like that, and pearl gloss, and then it's matte gloss. So, yeah. So you can see that just like gives it just a little bit of a white, pearly, like almost like a white creamy. Kind of like just softens it up just a little bit. But so now I'll just use this for the rest of the night. This one isn't hard to go back and forth between different glosses. Some glosses are a little different because they have the glitter in them. When you go back to using just like your glossy gloss, the glitter can stick to your glossy gloss stick, which if that doesn't bother you, then whatever. But if it does, just be aware that that might happen because the glitter is not a permanent stick. You will be putting more on as you put more gloss on, and you will be taking it off as well as putting more on because you're rubbing it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm glad that I had some people. I know this was short notice, but thank you for joining, and we'll see you some other time. Please let me know if you guys have any questions about lipsense or any of their other products. I'm still getting very familiar with them. I've been using their lash extend, and I actually have noticed a difference in my eyelashes. I'm going to take a before picture and post it, as well as like an after in a little bit after I've used it for a while. I've been using the volumizer though for the lips, and I've really liked it. It's really hydrating. It's pretty much like conditioner for your lips. So I've been really happy with that. Let's see, is there anything else? I think that that's it. Let me know if you guys want to see any other colors or if you guys have questions about blending. Oh, that's one thing. I am going to be doing a little tutorial sometime soon next week about how to blend colors together on like a little plate and then putting them on your lips instead of just doing them in layers. So that'll be really fun and really cool. That's a newer thing that's going around, so I want to try it. And of course I'm going to do it in front of you guys so that it's funny. I don't know. But okay, cool. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Okay, thanks. Bye. Can you say bye? Say bye.
Bye.